What's going on, guys? It's Alexa back with another video, and today we are going to be doing another install on my 2011 Jeep Wrangler. Today we're actually going to be installing brand new turn signals on this Jeep. As you guys know, Amazon is a saturated market with aftermarket parts and pieces for vehicles, especially for Jeep Wranglers. As I said, this is a 2011 Jeep Wrangler JK's two-door. And what I actually have today are some tinted LED aftermarket lights for this Jeep. The brand actually comes from some vendor named V8 God. As I said, Amazon has a lot of different vendors and sellers for products for different vehicles. So I tried this one because normally when I shop on Amazon, I try to look at reviews and price. Those are my two biggest factors deciding on whether I'm going to buy something. So far, from what I saw, these have pretty good reviews. It's a simple plug-and-play setup. So all I have to do is remove the grill, pop these guys out, and then we're going to replace the entire assembly with the actual light itself. We're not just going to like pop out a bulb or anything. It's going to be a whole new casing, as you guys can see. So it should be simple plug-and-play, should be, but I know how installs go. So we're going to hope for the best for a simple plug and play install. And also, after I do that, I'll show you guys a before and after as well so we can compare. But after I do that, I'm also going to tint the side marker lights on the fenders because, you know, they're a bright orange and obviously you want them to be bright and noticeable. I'm just going to add a little layer of tint so that way it's not that obvious, because I do have a lot of dark accents on the white Jeep, so I want to add another contrast so that way it's not bright orange. Same thing with why I wanted to change these out, so that way they're not orange and, you know, noticeably sticking out. At first it didn't bother me, but I was like, oh, maybe I can try this. By the way, these on Amazon were only about $25. I will double check to make sure, and I can give you the price of the tint film that I have. We're just going to lay the tint over the side marker and then just kind of cut around it and then kind of stick it on like that. So hopefully it works well. We are going to go ahead and get started, and if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the flasher so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about as far as a different flash rate between the LED aftermarket headlights that I already have and the factory halogen light bulb. So you'll see in just a second. So exhibit A, as you guys can see, I can also leave the link and the video where I actually installed these headlights. I really do like these headlights. These are by Yeah, but as you guys know, once again, there are plenty of manufacturers that make aftermarket Jeep Wrangler headlights. But I really like these. As you guys can see, this ring also becomes white LED for your running lights during the daytime. And as you guys can see, the flash rate is just different. So that's why I'm changing these turn signals to LED, so that way it can be more in sync, because this, it just looks kind of delayed when it's really not. It's just how long it takes the bulb to warm up and come to like its full brightness, whereas the LED is either on or off. So yeah, I think it's gonna look a lot better. So let me turn this on. So obviously step one will be opening the Jeep Wrangler hood. You guys know these are a little more, I don't know what you call them, like primitive latches. So once you open that, you pull this lever to the side, this little middle piece here, lift up. Got my prop right there. And all you have to do is, there are 6 push pins on top of this grill. That's basically all that's keeping it together, is push pins and clamps. Because once you pull out all the push pins, you're essentially going to yank the grill off. Now, if this is your first time doing it, it's going to seem really scary. This is probably my 3rd or 4th time doing it, and it's still scary, so it's okay. The clamps have been holding up, so I just have a little flathead screwdriver. You can use a pry tool or something like that, and you just kind of wedge into one of the divots and kind of pull up. I try to be very careful with the paint, but this is a Jeep and this paint needs more help than what I want to give it credit for. So that's why the plastic pride tools will probably be better, but I'm just gonna try to be very careful with this. And I like to keep the push pins together if I can. If they come apart, it's okay. You just try to put them back together. Alright, so I have all the 6 push pins down and relocated. Let me actually move these so I don't like drop them and lose them. So as I said, all you have to do at this point is just kind of yank the bottom portion off. With a little aggression, it'll come right off. I'm going to remove this guy. This is also connected to the aftermarket headlight, so that way they're in sync with the turn signal. So I just need to pop off the clip. There we go. All right, I just have to push that clip, take that off. And now I can use my screwdriver to push these clips inside and then push the casing out. Boom. There's our old factory turn signal assembly. I'm gonna keep this and leave it as is just in case. I really believe in you get what you pay for, and I know that these bulbs were only like $25. So just in case they don't work anymore, I'm gonna hang on to these. Now bring out the new one. Hopefully it should click right in. Yes. Other side. Yes. Excellent. Okay. And plug it back up. I think it's all the way in. All right. Safety closed. So let's do a quick test before I do the other side. So I'm just gonna do this. Good enough. Woo, look at it. It's like dark. It's like black. Oh wow. Dang, it's gonna make me wish, like, do I need to tint these lenses too? What do you think? Comment below, let me know if you guys think I should apply some window tint to these fog light bulbs. Because these are actually really bright, so I like them being bright, but I'm sure the people on the road are sick of me, so I don't care. Anyways, keys, let's see. Let's hope for no hyper flash. I like that. Let's see the difference before and after. Look at that. Yep. So if I'm driving normally during the daytime, I like to have my parking lights on and my halo running lights. So these are also on automatically with that. But yeah. So I will say what I am noticing is that these are not as bright as the original ones, but that's okay because As I said, this ring serves as my turn signal as well. So with both of these, it should be fine. I don't care if it's not as bright as that one, but does feel, you know, smooth finish. It claims that it's waterproof. I can always give you guys an update if for any reason this proves not to be waterproof or gets a little moisture in there or something. Let's hope not. But from what I can tell, no hyper flash issues. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the other side. That's basically it. So I'll check both one more time before I button everything back up. Okay, now the push pin. Woohoo! Finished product. I like it. This is a new look for the front face of the Jeep. I'll see how easy it goes with tinting the side markers. That will depend on if I decide to tint the fog lights as well. But like I said, let me know in the comments below if you guys think I should tint the fog lights. And of course, let me know what you think of the new turn signals. I think they look awesome. So yeah, so now we're gonna attempt to tint the side markers. We don't have a heat gun on us, but we're gonna see how easy it is with or without the heat gun. So let's give it a shot. That was a crease. So this was a very, very, very rough job, guys. I'm really just doing this to see if I like the outcome, and if I do, I will redo this a different day where I actually have a heat gun, because with these lights being round and kind of curved with the bulb, it makes laying over the vinyl tint a little more challenging. So I want to redo it the right way, but I was like, you know what, let me just do it the rough way first, see if I like it, and then I will spend some time on it another day. You clean the surface, you use a heat gun, get a squeegee to get all the bubbles and creases out, and then you lay it on. I did not do those. I've been trying to get the creases and bubbles out with my thumb. And as far as taking this like bulb light fixture out, these push pins are not the same as the ones under the hood, and they're a lot more complicated to get out. You have to like push something in the middle of it, and then it's supposed to like pop downward. And I've heard a lot of people, a lot of Jeep owners fight with these often, so I wanted to avoid that. But yeah, if you want to zoom in on that bad job, you can if you want. It is pretty rough. Alright guys, well that is a wrap on today's video. As you guys can tell, I'm very excited about the new turn signal lights. They went in perfectly, plug and play, snapped into place, no issues. Obviously, if I do run across any issues, I will let you guys know in probably a different video. Also, as far as the tinted side marker lights, didn't go that great without the heat gun. I also didn't use a squeegee, I literally just used my hand, so that would have helped. So if I don't include the redo in this video, maybe I will try to include it in a new video coming up soon. So just stay tuned for that. If you guys don't know how to wrap tint or wrap with vinyl or anything like that, I am not an expert, so please do not take all of my advice. But what I have here doesn't look the best, but I'm gonna leave it on for now. Because I like the way it looks, even though it's not perfect, it still looks good. And if someone says something, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you already know, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying the content. I do try to post as often as I can. I will leave links to the products below in the description box, so definitely check those out. Definitely check out some of my past install videos with this Jeep and with my Camaro SS. If you guys don't know, that's the premise of my channel. I do have a 2010 Camaro SS named Bruce. But yeah, so check out some of my past content. So as always, thank you guys again for watching. Thank you for your support, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.